Hey guys, welcome to my channel all about Disney. Today I'm going to be going over all you need to know about Fastpasses for your next trip to Disney World. So let's go over some of the basic information about Fastpasses. So when you buy your tickets to go to Disney World, you get the option to schedule 3 Fastpasses ahead of time. So what this means is you buy your tickets online, or you call and order them, and you can download the My Disney Experience app, or you can go on their website. And once you do that, you pick the day that you're going to be going to Disney World, and it allows you to select 3 fast passes in advance. So you would pull up the app, you would look through the rides, and you would pick your 3 fast passes. The way it works is you get to schedule 1 fast pass at a time in hour slots. So let's say you want to ride Splash Mountain. You would find the available time slots on there. You might see certain ones open, and certain ones not open. Say like 9 o'clock a.m. might be open. So you would select that, and what that would do is it would reserve your fast pass from 9 to 10 a.m. So they schedule in 1 hour increments. So when you would schedule your fast pass, it would lock you into that time, and as long as you showed up within that hour slot, you would be able to hop right on the ride, skip the line, and go through the fast pass lane. So you would do that for your 3 passes. So they let you do that for 3 passes in advance. So you could do like Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, and Thunder Railroad if you were scheduling for Magic Kingdom. Now the thing that you have to know for this is that you can only schedule 1 park in advance. So Disney World, obviously there's multiple theme parks. So if you were setting your day up, you would pick Magic Kingdom that you want to travel to that day, and you would be able to schedule 3 fast passes for Magic Kingdom. So once you've completed your 3 that you've scheduled, so say you did 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock for your 3 fast passes, after you completed those 3 rides, you would be able to schedule another one after those 3 rides are completed. So you did your 3 rides, you would go back into your app, or you could actually go to one of the kiosks that they have set up in the park. Around the park they have different machines where you can go on and schedule your fast passes. So after you finished your 3, you would go on your app or one of those kiosks, and they would allow you to select one more. So depending on what rides are open at that point, you could schedule another fast pass, and so on and so forth. After you complete that ride, you're allowed to schedule another one. And a tip for this is after you do your 3 at, say, Magic Kingdom, the next one that you schedule, you could actually schedule for another theme park. So that's kind of a little hidden trick that most people don't understand, is those first 3 are locked into 1 park. Once you complete that 3rd one, you can schedule it for anywhere. So if you wanted to hop on the tram from Magic Kingdom and go over to Epcot, you could, and finish out your fast passes there. So it's kind of a little hidden thing that most people don't know about. But in order to do that, obviously you would need to have the Park Hopper Pass. So if your tickets were for Magic Kingdom that day only, you would not be able to schedule another theme park for your 4th fast pass. It just wouldn't let you. You would have to have the Park Hopper for that day. So one of the things that I like to throw out there is my experience since I've been to Disney World countless amount of times is if you are running a little late, since say you schedule your fast pass at 9 a.m. and you're running late to the park and you get there at 10 o'clock and your fast pass is expired, you have an automatic 5-minute window built into that fast pass hour. But what I also say is my experience is I've been late a couple times, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes late. Even though you can't scan it and it'll let you in automatically, if you go up to the person running the fast pass slot, they'll most likely let you in. I've been up to 15 minutes late before I explain why I was late. They can look it up on the computer, see that you had the fast pass scheduled and you didn't use it, and they'll let you through. So they're pretty lenient with that. I've never really been turned away. I've also never showed up an hour late and tried to use a Fastpass. So I've gone up to 15 minutes late without a problem. So I would always talk to the person at the line to make sure that they're not just going to let you in. You just never know. So a note for this is if you do buy your Disney tickets in advance, you can schedule your first Fastpass 30 days in advance from the date you arrive. So if, say, January 1st is your arrival date for your park pass, you could schedule 30 days before that your fast passes, which I would recommend doing as soon as you can, because these rides fill up really fast, and people have scheduled these trips sometimes a year in advance, and they're ready to go schedule their fast passes. Now, on a side note, if you're actually staying at one of the Disney hotels, you can schedule your fast passes 60 days in advance. So it's kind of like a perk for them to get you to stay at the park hotels. You could do 60 days in advance, which is kind of cool because that kind of gives you a little heads up on everyone else that might be, booking their schedule around the same time as you. So I want to go over some different rides that are incredibly hard to book fast passes for unless you get, a little head start over everyone else. Avatar World is very big. That's over at Animal Kingdom. The Flight Passage and Navi River Journey are two of the biggest rides there at Animal Kingdom. They just opened up Avatar World, so it's still booked out months in advance. So you want to definitely jump on that as soon as you can if you're able to book your fast passes in advance. The Magic Kingdom, you have your Space Mountain, your Seven Dwarfs Mine, your Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Peter Pan's Flight. So those are all incredibly busy rides, and they book out very, very ahead of time. And then Hollywood Studios, a couple notables, Rock and Roll Coaster, the Tower of Terror, and Star Tours. Anything Star Wars is obviously going to be booked way in advance. Another note is with fast passes, it's good to know that, say, if a ride breaks down or there's some kind of weather delay, if it's an outdoor ride like a roller coaster, what they'll actually do is take your fast pass and turn it into a flex pass, which, say you wanted to go on the Seven Dwarfs Mine and it's raining and thundering and they close the ride down. They won't cancel your fast pass. They'll turn it into the flex pass, which it allows you to go on any ride in the park with a few exceptions at any time you want. Or you could revisit the same ride later if it opens back up. So say I'm scheduled for the Seven Dwarfs Mine at 1 p.m. and I go there and it's thundering, it's raining, they say the ride's closed. It'll automatically turn your fast pass into that flex pass. You'll get an email, and if you pull up your app, it'll say you can go to any ride at any point in time. You don't need to schedule it, you don't need to do anything, you just show up to the ride, scan it like you would normally scan it, and it would let you ride in, which is really cool. There are some exceptions, like some of the bigger rides in Magic Kingdom, the Seven Dwarfs Mine, Peter Pan's Flight. You cannot use your flex pass on those unless it was originally scheduled for that ride. So if you had, say, Splash Mountain scheduled and then it turned into a flex pass, you couldn't go over to Seven Dwarfs Mine and ride that whenever you wanted. Just because it's such a big ride, they kind of turn that off, the flex pass off for the big ride, just because the lines are already so long. It's just kind of not fair to the people that either waited or scheduled their fast pass in advance. So I really hope this was helpful, guys. From my experience, there's a lot of good information for people that maybe never been to these parks or have been and just didn't really realize that these fast passes are free. They're pretty easy to set up. Download the app. I would say the best way to do it, Android and iOS app. You set up an account. It's super simple. Maybe I'll make a video about that if you guys throw some comments down in the comment section about it. Go through the whole app, setting it up, scheduling rides. You can do reservations on there. A lot of cool things on there. Schedule your different parks. So maybe I'll do a video on that. But definitely check out the fast passes. If you guys have any more questions or anything, throw them down in the comments. Definitely throw me a like and subscribe if you guys want to see some more Disney content. Thanks, guys.